Welcome to FRC Media News for Thursday, October 22nd, 2020. I'm Keith Tebow. This week, the city reminds residents to remain vigilant as it sees an uptick in COVID-19 cases. We get an update on what's happening in our public schools from the superintendent. After being vacant for 5 years, the former Sam's Club building in Fall River will soon have a new occupant. And local farmers are playing a role in making sure we all stay healthy during the pandemic. All that and more coming up. For the second week, the city of Fall River remains in the high-risk red category for COVID-19 infections. This week, city and local health officials reminded residents that despite pandemic fatigue, all residents need to continue to heed the safety protocols in stemming the spread. Mayor Paul Coogan laid out the current situation and what lies ahead.
I want to emphasize that this is a gradual rise. This is not an uncontrollable spike in our numbers. We have been slowly teetering along the edge of red for a while, and on last Wednesday, we fell into that category. The increase is not what we wanted, but it was not unexpected. We are not alone in this number rise. The whole state is experiencing an increase. 2 weeks ago, 20 communities were categorized as being in the red, which brought that new total to 40. And last week, 23 more flipped over, Fall River being one of them, and they now are considered in the red. Our goal overall is to slow the rate of infection. We need strong testing, contact tracing. It has helped us slow the spread, but the entire state is in this new predicament. And the next few months are going to be extremely difficult. I know that we're tired of this, myself included. I love campaigning, and I love my job at Durfee, interacting with thousands of people every day. And I always enjoy being out in the community. And it's very easy to cut corners and take risks when you're as tired as we all are of this disease. But we need to present a unified front and recenter on what the disease is capable of and what it can do over the winter if we're not all extremely careful.
Tess Curran, Director of Health and Human Services, says the recent uptick has not been associated with any super spreader event.
We are seeing, again, when folks are going to a workplace symptomatic, we're seeing spread in workplaces, as well as small gatherings within the home of friends and family. That's the bulk of where our cases are stemming from right now. It's when people are letting their guard down, having a group over for, Saturday dinner, or again, a workplace situation. So that's why it's critical to not go out when you're sick, as well as not letting your guard down, thinking that your friends and family are safe. No one is unfortunately safe from COVID. It's impacting all age groups throughout Fall River. So it's critical that we limit our exposure to other individuals.
Ms. Curran says along with the safety measures of wearing masks, social distancing, and good hygiene, people, if they are infected, should not be afraid to share contact information of those with whom they interact.
We need your help. The health department can't do contact tracing if we aren't able to get in touch with you, and if you aren't able to share your contacts with us. We need people to be forthcoming with their information and to provide us with your list of contacts. Again, your contacts should be limited to your household, those people that you live with. Your contacts shouldn't be your entire, slew of coworkers or your extended friends and family. The people that you live with should be the only people that you are within 6 feet of for 15 minutes or more. Friends and family, you must remain at a distance to them. I understand that that's really difficult. We've all been doing this for a while and we're all getting tired, but we have to dig in and continue to do the right thing.
With Halloween still a little more than a week away, Mayor Coogan reiterated that families should find ways to celebrate safely, as traditional trick-or-treating is not a recommended activity.
We're not banning it. We're not telling people they can't do it. We'd love it if parents went out for an hour in the afternoon with their kids and did not have any contact with other groups and did it respectfully and safely. That's probably the best case scenario. But we do urge people to have a little house party with the family or try some trick-or-treating in the basement, do something at home. We're not banning it, but we're not encouraging it either.
The Argosy Collegiate Charter School announced today that recent COVID concerns have forced them to transition to fully remote learning for the remainder of the week. The school has been in a model of remote and in-person learning. In a letter sent to parents, Executive Director Kristen Pavo announced that one staff member has tested positive for the virus, while another staff member and one student has been in contact with someone infected. The school will continue to monitor the situation before making any decisions on school for next week. School Superintendent Dr. Matthew Malone this week gave the Fall River School Committee a progress report on operations thus far in the 2020-2021 school year. 1 month since schools began under a hybrid model of remote and in-person learning, the superintendent provided a breakdown of how the 10,068 students in the district are separated into the 4 learning cohorts.
Cohort A, we have 1,260 students enrolled in education. These are substantially separate students and Foundation L students who are in school 8 out of 10 days. Cohort B, fully remote. Now, this is the figure that we were off by about 1,000 students. There's 4,387 students. Those are students and families who picked full remote. So when we divide up cohort C and D, you can see cohort C is about is 2,259 students and D is 2,162. So when you add the two together, cohort A plus cohort C, you can see that we have roughly 3,500 students in school on a daily basis. So that's the figure that we've been using. So that is every day, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, there's about 3,500 students in school.
Dr. Malone says under the current safety protocols, the district is able to accept more students back into the classroom from those facing struggles while learning remotely. He says schools are considering those requests on a case-by-case basis, keeping an eye on the recent uptick in COVID-19 cases.
As of right now, currently, there are 12 adults in the system that have tested positive, that are out in quarantine, and there has been one student that is an in-district student, meaning it's part of our hybrid cohort. So that shows over the last several weeks an increase from where we were. We've been in the red. Last week is the first week. We'll wait to see the figures for this coming week, which were released on Wednesday. And as you know, we're looking at an average of 3 to 4 weeks across the district before coming back for more discussion. So I know that the mayor's office and the Department of Public Health and our own nursing department are very close in contact, looking at where we have some hot spots in terms of spread rates. But as the testing goes up and more come in, those rates, you know, we were at 8.5 or 8.6 this past Wednesday, and our 4-week average was 7.366 or 7.36. So I raise that as an issue. Of course, it's just one indicator, but this is the reality of where we are and what we're doing. So we're proceeding to move forward as planned, but at the same time monitoring and making sure that we're doing so safely and thoughtfully.
Dr. Malone says the total of 10,068 students represents a drop of 228 students from a year ago. He says that could negatively impact the school system when the state calculates local funding for education for FY 2022. U.S. Bedding, a manufacturer of bedding, Mattresses and Uniforms, that has called Fall River its home since 2006, has a purchase and sales agreement in place for the former Sam's Wholesale Club site on Grinnell Street. At a meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals seeking a variance to allow manufacturing at the site, President and CEO David Nguyen said he is looking to expand his business, which has reached capacity at its current location on Quarry Street.
I love the city. I want to stay in Fall River. Even I have an offer from, Rhode Island and North Carolina to move my business there. But I do love this city, and I can grow the business. I can triple my business now. But the location where I am not allow me to doing that. I could not invest in the machinery or everything I need to grow the business. And I have a group of very, very nice people working with me, and then it allowed me to expand my business. And if I'm able to move to Sam Club, I think I can triple my business. Right now I have 36 people working with me, so it can bring me to like 100 people working.
Mr. Nguyen says the average starting wage for any new employees at the company will range from between $14 to $30 an hour. Ken Fiola, Executive Vice President of the Bristol County Economic Development Consultants, said the proposed expansion fits well into the economic development opportunities the city should pursue.
The demand for his product is through the roof. There's been a consolidation in the manufacturers of mattresses. In many ways, he's one of the last men standing in the Northeast, which is working to his advantage. But he's turning away work right now because he doesn't have the facility to accommodate the growth. With this new facility, that opens up additional growth opportunities. Personally, I think the projection of 100 jobs might be a little conservative, but we don't want to overstate things at this point. But that facility allows him the room to not only manufacture his product more efficiently, but also allows him the room to grow as the market demands. So from our perspective, this is a win-win for everybody.
The sale of the building was contingent on the approval of the zoning variance. The Board of Appeals voted unanimously to approve that variance request. The unemployment rate in Fall River dropped in September, the fifth straight month of declines. The city's rate sits at 12.6%, down from 14.8% in August and compared to a 4.2% rate of a year ago. Fall River continues to fare well as compared to the other cities in southeastern Massachusetts, with New Bedford at 13.4%, Taunton at 11.6%, and Brockton at 15.1%. The state's unemployment rate sits currently at 9.5%. We'll have more FRC Media News right after this.
Here are some job descriptions on the latest hot jobs list from the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center. Retail Sales Associate, Staples, located at 416 William S. Canning Boulevard, is looking for a part-time retail sales associate to respond quickly and resourcefully to customer requests and concerns, and multitask on sales responsibilities and merchandising within the store. Job number 141-18937. Property Maintenance Handyman. Merman Properties is in need of a full-time property maintenance handyman to undertake interior and exterior upkeep and repair tasks of multi-unit residential properties in the Fall River area. Job number 141-23533. Mortgage Loan Processor. Bank 5, located at 1604 President Avenue, is seeking a full-time mortgage loan processor, responsible for preparing loan files and submitting them to banks or mortgage lenders for approval. Job number 141-19182. Letty's Bakery, located at 1481 South Main Street, is in need of the following full and part-time positions. Front-end servers, job number 141-19311. cake decorator and pastry finisher, job number 141-18182. UMass Medical School, located at 1240 Innovation Way, also is in need of the following full and part-time positions. Research and Development Associate, job number 141-23410. Manufacturing Associate Vaccines, job number 141-23248. For more information on these or other positions, visit Mass Hire JobQuest at jobquest.dcs.eol.mass.gov or call the Mass Hire Fall River Career Center at 508-730-5000.
Welcome back. Many local residents who have been negatively impacted by COVID-19 have sought out support in obtaining food to feed their families. Local farmers have been part of the solution, providing healthy options that are covered by government assistance. The Southeastern Massachusetts Agricultural Partnership, or CMAP, works with area farmers to preserve and expand access to locally grown healthy food. CMAP Executive Director Karen Schwabe says the organization has worked to expand the coordination of local farmers markets within Fall River.
It's a program that's fairly new, especially within the city itself. There was a market run by Groundwork South Coast 2 years ago, and then down in the Flint neighborhood. And then we started the Health First market last year and expanded it to 3 markets this year to make sure that across the city, it would be easy to get to a market and those benefits can be used. But we are still working on the outreach and education for that program constantly. All of the buy locals across Massachusetts are involved in that effort to make sure that people who need access to healthy fruits and vegetables know where to find their farmers who are taking those incentive programs.
CMAP currently organizes 3 farmers markets in Fall River, all of which will run until at least the end of October. The first at the Cardinal Medeiros Towers on Robeson Street. That's held every Friday from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. The Doolin Apartments Mobile Market on Mitchell Drive is held Tuesdays from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. And the Fall River Health First Family Center on Quarry Street holds its farmers market Wednesdays from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. In a time when many people are in need of support to purchase food due to the impacts of COVID-19, programs are in place to use government assistance benefits to purchase local fruits and vegetables.
There are 3 ways you can kind of get access beyond your dollars in your pocket for these farmers markets. You can use SNAP, which some households who have experiencing food access issues have a SNAP card or an EBT card, and those dollars can be used at all of our farmers markets. If you have SNAP, and then you have what's called HIP, the Healthy Incentives Program. And that is extra dollars for fruits and vegetables that is already on your card. It's no extra application. There's nothing you have to turn on. You just have to find the farmer's market in the city that's taking it. Any one of those 3 will do it. And you will have access to, depending on your household size, 40, 60, or 80 extra dollars per month to use at the farmers market for fruits and vegetables. And that's a great program run and funded by the state with the support of the local legislators here, which has been tremendous. And then we also have a federal program through the USDA called the Farmers Market Nutrition Program Coupons. And that is for people on WIC or seniors with certain income requirements. And they can go to their service providers, whether it's a senior center or your WIC office, Coastline Elderly, in the summer, and you get a book of coupons, and those coupons can be used at the farmers markets as well. Those coupons are good until the end of October.
The One South Coast Chamber has come up with a new twist to how it is handling its annual Chowderfest fundraiser.
And although we've always done a festival that was really New Bedford based, which was Chowderfest, we've now been able to expand that by making it Chowderfest the Roadshow. And we will have restaurants from Wareham all the way to Swansea. Those restaurants We'll be offering tastings. We're going to do it instead of one day. We're going to do it over an 8-day period. People will be able to vote for their favorites through South Coast Media Group. We've gotten their Best of the Best platform to be used as the voting platform. It should be an incredible amount of fun. And for the restaurants who are short-staffed now, to be able to bring people to them, to get them to their doors so that people can see them, see what the place is like, and perhaps make arrangements to either stay for dinner that very night, or perhaps come back at another time, because in our Chowderfest passport that each of the ticket holders will have are going to be some coupons for them to be able to return to those places as well. We want to try to build that business and, of course, keep up the tradition of a tremendous event at the same time. So we're excited about Chowderfest.
The Fall River Public Library has come up with a weekly take-home activity that will puzzle children. With details, here's Director of Children's Library Services, David Mello.
Who doesn't like a mystery? Well, here at the Fall River Public Library, we have our new Mystery Puzzler package. Each week at the Fall River Public Library, we are offering children a new mystery puzzler or activity. Each little bag contains some type of challenging little puzzle or some type of challenging activity for kids to figure out and have a good time with. And there are also other little fun things included in each mystery bag. Now, we're not going to tell you what's in there, but every week you'll find a different mystery puzzle in a mystery puzzler bag. All you have to do is give us a call here at the Fall River Public Library to schedule an appointment to pick up your mystery puzzler, and we'll give you a date and a time to pick up your item. And again, each week is a different mystery, so drop on by.
Join us for more FRC Media News right after this.
Hi, welcome to Hot Dogs and Cool Cats. Today we have Kovu. He is an 11-month-old shepherd mix. He does get along with other dogs. We probably would say no kids for him, maybe 12 plus. He's still a puppy, so he needs basic training. He is very intelligent. He does pick up on things fairly quickly. He might benefit from an active but quiet home. So he's still learning some of the basic commands. He does know sit. He just doesn't fully do it all the time. He's still learning. So far that's the only trick he does know. But he is very intelligent, so he will pick up on things quick as long as you have the patience for him. If you want to come down and meet him, I know Kovu would love to meet you. We are located at 300 Linwood Street in Fall River, Mass. Oh, at Forever Paws Animal Shelter. Come down and meet Kovu.
Today we have Paloma. She is a domestic short hair who is about 2.5 years old. She is incredibly sweet, very, very calm, very relaxed. I feel that she would do best as a single cat in the house. She's not very social with the other cats. She kind of prefers to be on her own. As far as people go though, she is incredibly sweet with everybody. She is a love bug. She loves cuddles. Overall, super sweet. If you want to come down and meet Miss Paloma, please come down to Forever Paws Animal Shelter in Fall River. And you can see her anytime.
That's all for this edition of FRC Media News. Please visit our website, frmedia.org, for all the latest news and information, as well as our special webpage featuring interviews with the candidates and ballot issues on the November 3rd state election. FRC Media News airs Thursdays at 6 p.m. and Fridays at 5:30 p.m. This week, we will leave you with a short look back at some of the sights and sounds from last week's Fabric Fall River Arts Festival. For all of us here at FRC Media News, I'm Keith Tebow. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next Thursday.